Hello. Welcome to our camp kickoff. I'm so excited.
Yay.
We are kicking off Crafting for Profit Camp 2025. And this year we have a title sponsor. So camp is brought to you by Ninja Transfers. We both love Ninja Transfers, been using them for our DTF and UV DTF needs. So we're excited about that as well. If you're joining us live, please chat away. We're going to give away an all access pass during this live. I just decided that. So Cori, don't look too surprised.
Oh, I figured we were going to. I put it in my email. I said we were going to. We're good.
So every comment counts as an entry. So comment away. Tell us where you're tuning in from. Ask us questions about camp. Talk amongst yourselves. Every comment is an entry.
Yeah. So we are so excited to be bringing you our fourth,
I think.
Crafting for Profit Camp. This is one of our favorite events of the year. We are basically here to help you grow your crafting business. And we have brought together, I think we have 24 speakers this time, 40 classes. Like this, I think might be our biggest camping event we've had. It is so chock full of all sorts of really great stuff for you guys to learn how to take your crafting business to the next level or even just get it off the ground. So we're going to be talking about all sorts of things in this video. We're going to talk about all those classes I just mentioned. We're going to talk about our speakers. We're going to talk about giveaways and the All Access Pass and everything. So if you have any questions, let us know because we will answer them and you will get that entry into receiving an All Access Pass. If you win the All Access Pass and you already have one, we'll refund your money.
Yep. And this whole video is basically to answer your questions. So definitely if you have questions about camp, how it works, anything at all, please just ask away during the video. Or if we are not live, comment section below and we will get to you as soon as we can.
Definitely. And this is going to be a really casual thing. Some of our videos were like a little bit more professional. This is not one of those videos. So we'll probably be all over the place. We'll be talking about stuff. There's at some point I will probably have to get up from this desk because I feel like we can't make a video where I just have to go grab something from some other part of my craft room. But yeah, so welcome everybody. I feel like those comments are going super fast. So I'm glad to see everybody is here.
They are going super fast. I did want to mention that. So if you don't have your free ticket, please grab your free ticket. We put a QR code up in the corner. There's a link in the description below the video. You can get there, grab your free ticket. And someone said, convince me to get an all access pass. We probably will by the end of this video. I wanted to start off by saying that the all access pass right now is only $39. We have cut it as much as we can to get the price as low as possible, but that only lasts until 11:59 p.m. Eastern time tonight. So if that no other reason, this is the cheapest it's going to be.
Yeah, it's going up by $20. So it's going to be $59 tomorrow, which seems like a lot more than $39. So if you are kind of on the fence, this is the time to do it. We will talk all about what's in that all access pass, but let's talk a little bit about what you get with the free pass. So if you have a free pass, you are welcome at camp. You can watch everything in camp. You just have a little bit more of a restriction than the all access pass. So camp starts tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern time, 6 a.m. for those of us on the West Coast. And the first set of day one videos will go live. We have 8 to 10 videos per day.
It's like 8 to 9 videos a day.
9 videos per day. And they will go live. And then we will, we also, well, hold on, my brain is full. So those videos will go live along with all 14 of our basics classes. So if you are brand new, we have videos that we have filmed in the past, plus a few that we've done new this year that are kind of our basics. And those are just from me and Angie, and one this year from Jennifer Maker. These classes are where you want to start, right? So if you're just like, what do I do? These are where you want to start. And then you can start exploring some of the other classes we have on tap for you. If you have been here before and you're like, yeah, I already have, my business name and I already know what I'm making or whatever you're doing, you can then jump into those more advanced classes. They're not like advanced. They're very accessible for everybody. But yeah, so you'll get access on each of the days. You're going to get access to 8 to 9 videos, new videos. So every morning, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they're going to go up at 9 a.m. Eastern time. The basics classes will be available all 3 days. And you can just watch those during that time. Everybody has the same 24 hours. So if you are in New Zealand or something, your 24 hours just starts at a different time than our 24 hours, but it's still 24 hours. And yeah, so that's where we start for the free pass. What else, Angie?
And so for free pass people, you do need to pay attention to those 3 days. Make sure you are getting all the content in that you want to watch. But if you get the all access pass, you have at least a year to watch these videos. So you can watch them, rewatch them, take your time with it. But if you only have the free pass, be sure that the next 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you are watching all the classes that you want and squeezing those in.
Yeah, it can be a little overwhelming. So we have like a list of all the classes. So I would start by like highlighting or marking down the classes that you want to take first and starting with those. Because if you just start at the beginning and watch all the way through, you're going to be watching a lot of videos, which is great. However, you're probably going to be overwhelmed. So I would start marking off the classes. If you're like, I really need to get my email list in order, and you do, I would, mark that class or whatever you feel like you need in your business. That way you're not just sort of floundering once you get to all of this content that's coming at 9 a.m. tomorrow.
All right. And so after those 3 days for you free pass people, all the content is just hidden. There is an option to absolutely upgrade at that point to the all access pass, but it will go up over time. So just a warning. So the person that asks what happens after the 3 days, it's just that the content is not there anymore. So it's not available.
Yeah. So basically the free pass holders get the content for 3 days. The all access pass holders get it for a year or more, depending on how long we decide to leave it up. And it is all hosted on the Teachable platform. If you are a free pass holder, you do not need a Teachable account. We will just send you a link. We'll be posting it in the Facebook group. We'll be posting this link everywhere that you can access, and you'll just use that link to access the classes all 3 days. They're all on one page, and we'll take the we'll take the day 1 videos down and put the day 2 videos up. If you buy an all access pass, that is accessed through Teachable. So the only things we do here on YouTube are going to be today's live camp kickoff. Tomorrow we have a special video about using DTF and UV DTF transfers with Ninja transfers. And then on Saturday, we'll do a closing, we call it our campfire, where we all sit around and talk about how camp went.
And so if you do have that all access pass, we encourage you to log in today. Just make sure you're not having any technical issues. Make sure you don't need to email us and ask us questions. Everyone gets excited tomorrow when the videos start going up. So log in today, take a look around. If you have an all access pass, there might even be some videos in there right now.
And if you are having issues, like if you don't know if you have the all access pass, you can email our help desk at help@craftingforprofitcamp.com. Susan and her team will take care of that. We do get a huge influx of emails starting about now until camp. So be patient. They will get to you. They are amazing. They might not get back to you like within 10 minutes or whatever. It might take a little bit of time because we get a lot of emails.
And yes, all of the classes stay on the all access pass. So the basics, the day 1, the day 2, and the day 3. And then I did see someone ask about, is this a repeat from previous years? So the basics classes can be repeats. Not all of them are. Some of them we refilmed with new information, and those are noted if they are new. That way, if you don't want to rewatch any of the old ones, you don't have to. So those are noted. All of the day 1, day 2, and day 3 classes, they are completely new to Crafting for Profit Camp.
Terry asked, what time do they start? Everything is uploaded at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So you may be in a different time zone. I am. You'll have to do a little bit of math to figure out where you are, but then you get 24 hours from whatever time 9 a.m. Eastern time is for you.
And someone asked basically how long they are. So they're literally anywhere. Like simple videos might be 10 minutes, and more intricate topics that require a little bit more could be like 40 minutes or more. And so it really depends on the topic, how long the video is. So is it possible to watch all of them with the free pass? Absolutely. You can consume all of this content in the next 3 days with the free pass. You might have to put some effort into it, but you can absolutely consume all the content within the 3 days.
Yeah. It's a lot of really great classes, but some of them just don't need that long to get through everything. And then some of them, Angie and I can talk forever. So.
All right. Do we want to pull up the classes now, you think?
Sure.
Technology, Daniel. Let's see if I can screen share. Okay. Does that look good?
It does, because you know what? I finally remembered to wear my glasses for one of these.
Can you believe it?
Can you believe it, guys? How many camps have we done? And I am always like,
she's always like, you'll have to read them.
Yes. And then Anne Marie asks, is there a list for each day? Yes, this is the list. And you can get this inside. Like, you'll be able to get this if you had a free ticket for camp.
Yes. So with your free ticket for camp, there's a lesson called schedule. This is in there. There's also a lesson called Camp Map. That map also has this list in there, plus tons of more information and answers to probably every question, hopefully, that you are likely to have about camp.
Should we start with the basics just so people know
Oh,
what they're getting all 3 days?
yep. I'm going to scroll down. Okay. Does that look okay?
Yes, except I can't see what's underneath our photos, but like,
Well,
it's fine. You can read the last couple. It's
I
just
will read the bottom ones.
okay. I can read like the
Unless
ones. Oops,
can I
I
move
just
us
can't read the
around?
bottom of the third column.
Nope, I can't move us around either.
That's okay.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
All
So
right.
do you want to start with the ones you can see?
Yes, I can see. Let's see. How about we go, you'll talk about your classes and I'll talk about my classes and we can figure out who will talk about both of our classes. So you start.
That will work. Okay, so basics classes. So first from me is one about images, fonts, licensing, things you need to know about licensing. That's something that Cori and I are both passionate about. I just happen to have drawn that straw to teach that class. But we are very passionate about getting the proper licensing when you're going to sell your handmade crafts. And I cover all of that in that class.
The next one up, these are in like literally no particular order. They're in the order that fit really well on the schedule. I have crafting compelling product descriptions. So if you have an Etsy shop or a Shopify shop, that we're talking about how to craft those product descriptions that both get people to buy and can be seen by Google. Oh, it's me for a lot of this. Okay.
Yep.
Then we have crafting your signature style, designing a visual brand. This is a smaller, more condensed version of my larger crafting a signature style class. This is branding. So it's visual branding. What does your brand look like? What colors are you using? You know, these sorts of things so that you can have a cohesive brand. After that, we have how to create mockups for your products. So if you sell something like t-shirts or tumblers or mugs or whatever, you don't necessarily need to make, and you have like, 200 designs, you don't necessarily need to make and photograph every single one of those. Instead, you can use mockups, and I show you how to do that in that class.
And then the two of us together are doing an e-commerce platform comparison. We did refilm that for 2025. There's so many new platforms. Our opinions sort of changed a little bit. So we went ahead and refilmed that class. So if you are struggling with which e-commerce platform, you're just curious about the class, that's new for 2025.
And then we have our 10 things you don't want to think about, but should. Honestly, this is probably where you should start. This really is the class where Angie and I talked about 10 things you don't want to think about. This is legal stuff. This is setting up a business bank account. This is like the stuff that's like the not creative part of your business. Like coming up with product ideas, fun, super fun, right? Setting up a business bank account and your accounting stuff, not so fun. So we talk about all of that in that class. And then after that, I talk about crafting with purpose, building a mission-driven craft business. So a lot of people want to have that sort of mission behind their craft business. It's more than just selling items. Maybe you are partnering with local groups or those sorts of things. Yeah, I talk about that in that class.
And then my class on sourcing and selecting quality materials and just purchasing your raw materials. So I go through sort of like finding places with the best price, but also not sacrificing quality at the same time. You want your handmade goods to be high quality.
Yeah.
And then there's one with us together. And we did that. This is new to camp for 2025. It's how to start a podcast. Basically, we started a podcast. So we made a video on what we did. So just in case you are wanting to start a podcast to market your handmade business, we have that class for you.
And then we also have handling competition and standing out in a crowded market. We did this one together. Again, when we do these classes, we try very hard to think beyond the basics too, right? So we give you these are what everybody is kind of doing to stand out. And then we try and come up with some really unique things. So this is one of those classes where you're going to find some really unique things to do that you can handle competition and you can like make your products and your business stand out in a very saturated market.
And then I am doing SEO basics. So if you don't even know what SEO is, I am going to cover that. So that is basically how to get found on Google or in any search results. These would be applicable. So my tips and tricks for that. And then you want to cover the next one?
Sure. And then I can't see anything below that, just so you know. Okay. So then we also Angie and I both come from a crafting technology background, and you might not, right? So this may or may not be a class you want to watch, but if you're thinking about getting into the business with a crafting machine, so for this, we're talking about like a Cricut machine, sublimation, DTF, Supacolor. There's like a whole bunch of different things. We basically go through all the differences on all of those and what might be best for your business.
And then the next one is from me, and it's lasers. Should you add one to your small business? I feel like that's really trending. People are adding lasers, and is it right for you or not? And I try to cover that, as well as sort of which direction should you go if you decide you want to add a laser. And then that last one that is covered up by our heads is how to sell AI generated products ethically. And that's from Jennifer Maker. So AI is like the buzzword, right? And we felt like it was important. That is a repeat class from last year, but we felt like it was important to include that information again. So Jennifer let us use her video again in our basic section because we really feel passionately about the use of AI. It's going to happen. You're going to use AI in this day and age, but how can we use it ethically and, not steal others' work with AI, hopefully. So she covers all of that in her basic class.
All right.
Now,
does anybody have any questions about the basic classes? I was trying to look through here and see if anybody has.
I was going to look through any questions here.
Something about a receipt. Is that a receipt for Daryl? Is that a receipt for the class for camp? If so, you should have gotten an email with a receipt. I think
so, but we can probably email the help desk, and we can probably help with that. I did see someone ask basically like where to start. So I would print the schedule if you can. And first of all, go through and highlight like these are the ones I'm interested in most. And then try to think about your business and where you are, because there's classes at all levels. And then, so which of these do you need? So there's going to be ones that really appeal to you personally. And then there's going to be one that you need for your business. Maybe highlight those and prioritize those, especially if you have that free pass. So I would probably start with ones that you're just drawn to and ones that you need first. And then I always feel like you never know what you're going to learn from a class. So perhaps the particular topic is not one that you're interested in, or you like, I don't even know if I need that. But you never know what kind of small tips they're going to give within a class. So if you have time, fill in with some of those others that you don't think you need, but you'll be surprised at the tips you get.
And somebody asked, are they at different times, or you just pick the ones you want to see? So all of our basics classes that we just went through are basically from 9 a.m. tomorrow until 9 a.m. on Sunday. You can watch any of those in any order at any time. Then we have day 1, 2, and 3. Day 1 will start tomorrow at 9 a.m. and we'll go through 9 a.m. the next day. And so then day 2, 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. and then day 3, 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. So really it ends Sunday morning, even though it's a 3-day thing. But that way you have day 1 to watch those classes in any order that you want with the free ticket.
All right. Okay. I'm going to go through day 1 real quick.
Sure.
All right.
Sorry, so I was reading questions.
And again, these are in no particular order. You can do these in any order you like. But we are starting with Alex, with DIY Alex. And this is one we're passionate about. This is one I want everyone to mark this one. How to build your first email list and why you need it. This is a class that everyone needs if you have a handmade business. Like, we are very passionate about building an email list.
Yeah. Up next, another really great topic here from Heidi Kunden from Happiness is Homemade. This is basically a beginner's guide to using the manual mode in photography. So we have done some things with other types of photography, but if you have kind of a fancy camera and you want to be able to use it, Heidi is your girl. She has been teaching on this as long as I have known her, which is at this point at least a decade. She knows what she's talking about.
And then Kim and Garrett with Kim and Garrett Make It are doing You Do Belong Here, Crushing Doubt and Stepping into Your Role as a Creative CEO. I love these mindset classes. I always mark those when I am going through a class list like this.
Yeah, Kim and Garrett are new to our camps this year, but we did a podcast episode with them. And it was one of those episodes where I was like, this will be fun. And I got so much out of that podcast episode. It was like taking a class that I didn't know I needed. And so that's what Angie was talking about, right? So I would definitely add this. Kim and Garrett are awesome. You want to do the next one too?
Yep. So that one's from me, and it's setting up a basic inventory management system. So this is one that we get a ton of questions about. And I just set up a very simple spreadsheet within the class. And I show you some fancy tricks you can do with the spreadsheet. You don't necessarily have to do those. But keeping an inventory for your business is important. And I talk about that within the class.
And then I have a class called Essential Tools and Apps for Handmade Business Owners. I basically go through everything I use and I give you some other options as well, but I'm like, here's why I use, what I use and how I use it. This includes apps on my cell phone as well as on my computer, everything from accounting to graphic design to videos to all of these different things. So if you're like, I have no idea how to do this, you'll get a recommendation for it in my class.
Next up is Beth Eaton, and she's doing from maker to messenger, using your story to connect and sell. And that's another thing we talk about all the time is sharing your brand story. So this is a great class for every handmade business owner.
Yep. And then we have Debbie O'Neill. She's teaching about craft fair and pop-ups, like getting a game plan, right? So if you're just like, no, I need the nuts and bolts of what to do, and you have a craft fair coming up, take Debbie's class.
And next up is a class from Ninja Transfers. So they are doing Stop Hosting, Start Profiting. I think I'm reading that right. The Social Media Growth Blueprint. I need my glasses. So I went like their social media manager is doing this class. So I did want to talk about that. Like this is someone that is paid to do social media and she is teaching a class on social media. So this is definitely one, if you are struggling with social media, I would check out this class on day one.
Yeah. All right. That's all day one. So that's from 9 a.m. tomorrow to 9 a.m. on Friday. Starting 9 a.m. on Friday, we have day two classes. Starting with another email class. We are so passionate about this. So when they were like, can we each do a class on email? We were like, absolutely, because everybody teaches it a little bit differently. So Bet has a class on building a profitable email list that buys what you craft. So I would watch both Alex and Bet's class and kind of pull what makes the most sense for you.
And then Cori and I together are doing No More Guessing, Pricing Made Simple. We are passionate about setting your pricing and getting paid for your work. And so we are going to talk all about how we recommend setting prices.
Yeah. And then we have, is it time to upgrade? Choosing the right craft machine for you. So again, we come from this crafting machine background. So we tend to have a lot of teachers who teach about these sorts of things. So if you're thinking about starting machine crafting, take Amy's class, which is just about choosing the right type of crafting machine. So if that's something that's interesting to you, go ahead and mark that on your list.
And then we have Kelly doing Progress Over Perfection, What's Holding You Back? Another one of the mindset ones. We love those and including those in this camp. So like be sure to check all the mindset ones. Be sure to highlight those.
Yeah. You're next.
Oh, sorry. Expanding into digital products or patterns. That's from me. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my journey as far as like going from selling physical products to selling digital, and then how, tips and tricks for how you can do that as well.
And then we have Shawnita Nicole, fan favorite teacher. She's teaching us how to use Canva to create marketing materials. So this includes like social media blasts, email stuff. I think it just like is basically a big how to use Canva. We are huge Canva fans. And so if you need help just creating sort of marketing content for your business, check out that class.
And next we have John with How to Craft Fair. And I feel like he's becoming a fan favorite in this camp as well. So he is teaching utilizing evergreen content to help scale your business. Evergreen content is the best type of content. So definitely watch that class to get more out of the content you create.
And then we have Jamila Payne, again, another fan favorite. Jamila has done almost all of our events and people love her classes. So she is talking about evergreen marketing. So this is other things that you can do that you're just basically putting it on repeat, as opposed to having to do everything from scratch each time.
And then we have a class from Create Room on day 2, and they are talking all about the Dream Box and how to use that for your business organizational solution. And literally it is behind me. So I definitely am practicing what I preach here. But I would definitely check that out, especially if you're struggling with organization in your craft business.
Yeah, you may not even have a dream box, but you may be able to get something out of that class. My dream box is over there. That's not my background. All right, so day 3 classes start at 9 a.m. Sorry, there's a fly or something in here. Day 3 classes start at 9 a.m. on Saturday. And we're talking with Naomi Garcia, again, somebody who just people love. And she's talking about how she turned her garage into a studio so that she can have like a physical storefront and crafting class space. So she's made this huge leap this last year, and I'm so excited to see what she does with it.
And then Holly Homer is talking about how to sell live online workshops and turn them into evergreen passive income. Holly Homer if you're not familiar with her, she's been making money online for a number of years. One of the people that I looked up to when I was just starting out. So we are thrilled to have her as part of camp.
And then I have a class that I'm calling Craft Fair Glow Up. This is like 10 just different ways that you can make your craft booth look better without spending a bajillion dollars. So you can spend a bajillion dollars if you want, but I tried to really come up with ways that won't break the bank. So if you're getting ready for all those holiday markets, watch this class.
And then we have Ashley Stilson, and she is doing production workflow for high volume. I am the most passionate person about that. A good workflow will save you time and money and make you more money in the long run. So watch this class if you are making physical products of any kind.
Absolutely. And then we have Mary Beth Temple. She's speaking on getting started with YouTube shopping, which is something we haven't covered in the past, but it is something that you might want to think about adding to your small business if you have a YouTube channel.
All right. Oh, I did scroll up the right amount. I had to go to 2 different screens. Okay. All right. Brittany Wolf is talking about from craft market to store shelves, how to tell if wholesale is for you. Brittany is an amazing resource on selling wholesale. She did do a podcast episode with us. She is diving deep into it within camp. Selling wholesale is where you're going to make your money with your crafts, and we are thrilled to have her.
Yeah, I started doing it based on her advice, and it is working, and it's awesome. And then we have Marie teaching about how to build and engage successful collaborations with other makers. So maybe there are people in your community, or maybe people that you've put in a mastermind group, or these sorts of things. Marie's going to talk all about that because Angie and I are, again, really big advocates of we believe in competition. No, we believe in community over competition. There is no way Angie and I could have done any of what we've done with crafting camps on our own. And so it's just like one check in the right box for being like, yes, we are direct competitors, and yet we are more together.
And then we have Gloria Chow, and she's talking about getting your products featured in gift guides for free. She has really great tips about finding gift guides and applying to them. And this is free. So all you have to do is put the legwork in, and you can get your products featured in like magazines and online publications and different things like that.
Yep. And then our final class is from our sponsor, MakerFlow, which is talking about how to turn tumblers, if you're making tumblers, into guaranteed sales. I think MakerFlow has some of the best resources for small businesses. We love them. We use them all the time. And I think that the class that's going to come out of them is going to be chock full of really, really great tips for you.
All right.
That is a lot of classes.
That is a lot of classes. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing now. Yay. Okay.
Yay.
So I'm going to scroll through and see if we missed any questions. I feel like I saw a few. If we missed your question, feel free to ask it again. Again, any comment is an entry to win an all access pass. So comment away. You can ask the question multiple times. It's fine.
Yeah. That was a lot of classes to go through. Somebody asked, can they start the basics classes today? Did you get them uploaded for the all access pass people?
The all access pass people can start right now with the basic classes.
Normally we get them uploaded after this video a little bit early, but Angie this morning was like, yeah, it's already done. I was like,
so some of the all access pass classes are already there, but the free people do have to wait till 9 a.m. Eastern time in the morning. So you do need to wait for
I had just like taken my kids to school, and you were like, I've been awake for many hours and I already have them all uploaded. And I was like, I barely have pants on. Good job.
And I saw, Faith, that you were talking about, can you expect an email confirmation? And then you did get it. So I wanted to say, like, when you sign up for the free ticket, there is a delay, and that's intentional just in case you go ahead and purchase the all access pass that you don't get a double email. So there is like a little delay, but just be patient. You do get all the emails flowing through.
Someone asked what the address for the help desk is. It's help@craftingforprofitcamp.com. Oh, somebody asked if we're going to go over all of the new Cricut updates. We're not going to do that in this camp, but Angie and I literally were talking about it earlier, and we both need to do videos on.
We have to learn the new Cricut updates.
Literally, we were on a video earlier being like, how do we attach? We have been blogging with Cricut for a decade, and neither of us knew how to attach in the new program. So
we were struggling ourselves. So give us some time, maybe.
Somebody said the QR code isn't working. It's the same link that's going across the bottom of the screen right now.
Yeah,
to
or
get
it's
your
in
free
the description below the video. I thought it was working, but technology.
Amanda asked where we live. I live in Northwest Washington State.
And I am south of Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, so we are not in the same place, but we will be seeing each other in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yes, we are going to Printing United. So if you're going to Printing United, let us know.
Yeah, let's know. We'll do a little meet and greet. It'll be fun. We did that last time.
All right. I scrolled back pretty far.
So many people are like, these updates are awful. I'm
Yeah.
not going to disagree, my friends.
Not disagreeing at all.
Maybe once I learn them, they'll be okay. But right now,
new camp for cricket updates, but it would have to be like every month. New camp for cricket updates.
Right? Cricket updates this week. Cricket updates this next week.
This is recorded. You can go back, watch the replay. You can watch it anytime if you have to leave, not a problem. We will announce in about 15 minutes. We'll pick a winner for the All Access Pass out of the comments. So be sure to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Daniel is saying that the QR code does work for him. So I'm going to say he's our tech guy, so it's working. But it is like link in the description below the video. There's links tons of places if you need it. Yes, thank you, Janice. So we tried to get the All Access Pass as low as possible. Got it down to $39. It is an incredible value for what you get. I feel like we could talk about let's do giveaways first, and then we'll talk about All Access Pass bonuses.
Sure. We got some great giveaways, guys.
So good.
Including a dream box too. So you do not need a paid pass to enter our giveaways. You just need to make sure you're entering them while camp is live, and that they'll be like in a lesson in Teachable, and you will have ways to enter. So we have to start off that dream box. So if you are like, I cannot afford one of those things, but I want one real bad.
Let's see if I can. Let me see if I can share. Screen share. Here. Share. So blood cricket. Look at that.
So many things.
Okay. All right. So over $5,000 worth of prizes this time. You do need your free ticket to enter these giveaways. So grab your free ticket if you want to enter to win these. Cori talked about the dream box. Definitely one. I feel like everyone wants to enter that one. 5 $100 gift cards from Ninja Transfers. That's 5 winners of $100 of UV and whatever, if you want DTF prints, UV DTF prints. They sell blanks. They sell patches, all kinds of things. $100 has been there.
And then we, as always, are giving away 10 Crafting for Profit Camp All Access passes. So you can enter this. Again, if you have already paid for your pass, we'll refund it. If you haven't paid for one, we'll give you one for free.
And then $300 small business scholarship from the two of us, and that's $300 cash. So that's a good giveaway to enter.
We're like, spend it on your business, but if you really want that new pair of Nikes, I guess you could do that too.
It's cash.
Then we have a $250 gift card from Makerflow. They're one of our sponsors. Again, we love their stuff.
And then 1 year advanced membership from Jennifer Maker. I feel like her membership is going crazy. So get that 1 year for free if you win that giveaway.
She also has 10 copies of her Maker Marketplace, which is her ebook all about selling handmade crafts.
And then I am giving away 3 seats to my craft business prep course, and that's all about starting your handmade business. Walk through tons of different things, including like your brand story and different things like that, and just the initial setup phase of your business.
And then I'm giving away 3 seats to my Crafting Your Signature Style course. This is a much expanded course of what I have in camp. So camp is kind of as a bite-sized nugget of it. You can get the entire course. I have 3 winners for that.
And then Kim and Garrett are giving away a 34 color bundle of their indoor-outdoor paint. After we filmed the podcast episode, I'm kind of want to try their paint. They talked about it. It sounds amazing. So you get to try their paint before I do. Yeah. Someone did ask which of these are US only, which are international. We try to do as many international as possible. Any of them that are digital are going to be international. And then our $300 small business scholarship is definitely international because we are just going to send you cash, probably PayPal cash. So those would be international giveaways for sure.
To enter all of the giveaways, there will be a giveaways lesson in Teachable. So we'll give you that free link for all the for all the free people, you can get the link tomorrow morning, and there will be a lesson called giveaways. And under that lesson will be a bunch of sub lessons that will have all the links to enter, and they're through Gleam. And then if you're an all access pass holder, it'll be the same thing, but you will have a little bit longer. You'll have like a full week to enter them.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, if you have your free pass, you need to enter Thursday, Friday, Saturday. One of the days of camp, you need to get in and enter these giveaways. So get your free ticket, then get on tomorrow sometime and enter all of these giveaways. That's like, prioritize that and make sure that you get entered into these. And someone asked, are you giving away a free access pass today? Yes. Every comment that you make, chat amongst yourselves, ask questions, whatever, every comment is an entry, and we'll draw that in about 10 minutes. We'll pick up winner for that.
Yeah. And I've seen a couple people ask about when the classes are. The classes are for each day available for 24 hours. So we have our day 1 classes, 9 a.m. tomorrow Eastern time to 9 a.m. on Friday Eastern time. The next day, 24 hours. And then the third day, 24 hours. Our 14 basics classes are all 3 days. So if you have a free ticket, you have 24 hours to watch those day 1 classes in whatever order you want. You could watch one class over and over again for 24 hours if you'd like. And you can watch those beginner classes all 3 days.
All right. I'm just like scrolling through to see if I have.
One of the things about the giveaways is, yes, if you have like more than one email address, you can enter them more than one time. But here's my caveat. Check your emails. If you are entering using an email you don't use a lot, check it, because we have so many times gone to give away something and nobody has emailed us back within 72 hours, because you have to email us back saying like, yes, I won. Yay. Hooray. Send it here, or whatever it is. And the number of times that we get like to have to say, sorry, you don't actually get to win this because you didn't answer within 72 hours is way more than I would prefer.
I'm going to pull this question up. If you are not business degree minded, will you be able to understand these classes? That is our whole mission with this camp, is to make these classes where anyone can understand them and anyone can start and grow their handmade business. So our entire mission is to make these as accessible as possible. So absolutely, you do not have to, have a business degree or have the mindset of someone that would have a business degree. Our goal is to break this down where anyone can understand it.
Yeah. There are Renee asked how many classes there are. I think there's 40 classes, including the basics, which is a lot of classes, and you get all of those with the all access pass. So you get a full year. Let's talk about the full year thing, Angie.
Yeah. Do we want to talk about what you get with all access pass first?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's do that first.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let me see if I can share again. Screen share, all access pass. Yay. Okay. All right. So let me scroll up. Okay. So you get access to all the workshops, for all 40 workshops for a year. And we'll expand on that year mindset in a moment. You get transcripts for each of those. And those are very popular. They're printable transcripts. Jen is in the comment section, and she works very hard to make sure those are extremely accurate and exactly what the person says. So with the free pass, you do get captioning, but you have to have the all access pass to get the PDF printable transcript. A lot of people print those out and use them for notes or to keep year after year for reference.
And then you get access to basically all of the workshop materials, all the videos, all the material, like the supply lists, the guides, anything that comes with the class, you'll also get access to that.
And then, of course, our Facebook community, be sure to join it and connect with other people, ask your questions, all that kind of stuff.
We also have coupon codes for both our free attendees and our paid attendees. The paid attendee coupon codes generally are better. So if you're looking to save a little bit more money off something from MakerFlow or from Ninja Transfers or wherever, check out the All Access Pass.
Okay. And the All Access Pass comes with a ton of bonuses. We want to talk about these bonuses because remember, right now, the All Access Pass is only $39. That's until 11:59 p.m. Eastern time tonight. For $39, you get access to these bonuses. So if you add this up, this is going to be way more than $39. So the very first one we're going to talk about, Ninja Transfers, our title sponsor. They have been amazing to work with. They are giving you a DTF and UV DTF sample pack. And when I say these are so cute.
Should I just grab mine?
Yes. I was going to say, I don't know where mine is. I need you to grab yours. I'm going to make you big on the screen.
Okay. You have to make me big again, though.
I'm going to make you big. I'm going to let's see.
I got so much stuff on my desk, you guys.
And I'm going to make Cori big.
So
because when I say this is cute, this is so cute.
And also, this is the first time any of our sponsors have given away a physical product to All Access Pass holders. Generally, you get like digital something or other. But no, you get all of these UV DTF transfers so that you can try them out.
And we're going to do a live on Friday on YouTube. You can access it within camp or just on YouTube. And we are going to use these.
Somebody said, see, I had to get up. Yes, somebody said I had to get up. I did have to get up. So, and somebody asked what's a gang sheet. This is a gang sheet. It's basically a bunch of images on one thing. So this is the regular DTF print.
I mean, can you imagine all of the projects you can make with this?
What? I mean, truly, this is insane. I mean, they're all really cute little designs. It's a lot of crafting for Profit Camp stuff, Ninja Transfer stuff, but it's so good if you've never tried these transfers before. And you do need a heat press, some way to iron them on. But other than that, they're just like press and go. It's so good. Oh, guys.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm so excited about that bonus alone. Totally. So that is a $65 value. As you saw, super cute transfers. There's a ton of them. We're going to make some stuff live on Friday so you can have ideas on how to use them, see how to use them, and then you'll get yours if you have the All Access Pass, and you will be making all the crafts.
Amazing. Then we have Jennifer Maker. Amazing. Giving her entire Guys, I have been talking all day. Profitable Products Workshop. So this is basically how to pick money-making business ideas, right? How to pick good products. Somebody had asked that, I think, a long time ago in the chat earlier, like, how do I know what to sell? Hey, get the All Access Pass, and Jennifer Maker is going to help you get through that. We also have that in a lot of you'll come across that in a lot of our other classes as well, but this is specifically about that.
And then I am launching a new course.
Yay!
With Crafting for Profit Camp. It's called Email Marketing for Creatives. It will walk you through how to set up an email list, like literally the screen share of setting up your email list, how to get those first subscribers, how to do it the right way. This is a $37 value. The only place you can get it right now is with the All Access Pass to Crafting for Profit Camp. You can't get it anywhere else, and I'm giving that to everyone that gets the All Access Pass.
Yeah. I'm going to stop here because I've seen a few questions and I don't want them to get lost. Somebody asked if DTF only goes on polyester. Nope. This is a DTF transfer on a cotton shirt. It can go on black. It can go on cotton. It can be used anywhere. And then somebody else asked something I want to say. What was it?
Somebody asked about, do you have to sign up for the transfers? And I'm going to try to pull up like their
thing.
Their like little place to sign up.
Yeah.
If I can get that to pull up here.
So the All Access Pass bonuses, those are all everything but the actual physical product. They're all downloadable within camp. So you'll sign into Teachable and you'll download everything. And then Angie's pulling up the Ninja Transfers thing right now.
Yes, I thought
they enjoyed watching our class at the JPP 25 that we did.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
What did we do for that one? I can't.
It was branding, wasn't it?
Oh, it was branding. That's right. That's my favorite.
It was branding.
Yeah.
All right. So
somebody asked about a spray for DTF.
Stop sharing this one.
Oh, sorry.
I don't use the spray for DTF. I use the T-Seal sheet. You can use that. You don't have to. But
I flip my projects over and just use the pad of my heat press.
Okay. So I am going to share this. Well, I don't. Is it going to share the URL? No. Yeah.
And if you're looking for answers, also keep your eye in. Oh gosh, they're not seeing all of the answers though because I'm all confused about. Is Crystal? Crystal, are you on my channel?
Oh, got it.
On your channel. I know that Jen's on your channel.
I'm not sure. Okay. So we can see this, right? Okay. So with your all access pass, what is going to happen is you are going to get a link and you are going to fill out this and you are going to get a free pack of DTF and UV DTF transfers. So you're going to fill out your contact information and they are going to send it to you. I hope that does that make more sense?
Yeah.
So that will be what will happen when you get your all access pass. You will get access to that page and you will be able to fill out the information there.
And then it looks like maybe Mark asked if there are supply lists. Every teacher has a supply list below their class, which is actually available for all access pass holders now.
It's available to everyone now because
I guess it would still be in free as well. Yeah, so you can get.
There's not a ton of classes that really need supplies necessarily because they're more business classes, but there could be a few that might have some supplies.
Yeah, somebody asked, it's teachable free, not for us. That's why we charge you guys for tickets. Teachable is so expensive for us.
I mean, if you get your free ticket, then
it's free for you.
We're fitting the bill for it. I don't know. I don't know what the question was. All right. More all access pass bonuses here?
Sure.
All right. Okay. So Marie is doing it's an extension of her class. So her class was on successful collaborations with other makers, and she has an extension as part of the all access pass that basically gives you more ideas or it's like a video. I watched it. It was very good. So it was like a video with like expanded ideas for those collaborations, I guess. So more than what is in her video in camp.
Yeah. And then from Heidi at Happiness is Homemade, we have 10 trending. My gosh, cannot seem to talk today. 10 trending crafts to make or sell. So again, these are things that are very popular and can usually make you money.
And then who is that? Kelly. She has Design Smarter with Silhouette Studio. I get asked all the time about designing in Silhouette Studio. Kelly has you covered. I am not a Silhouette Studio expert at all.
Yep. And then we have, this is good, Kim and Garrett, how to overcome imposter syndrome, which we all have. Angie and I have been doing this forever, and I still feel like I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing or something.
Okay. I'm going to get the free pass link here for you. I'm going to just put the free pass link in the comments.
Crystal or Daniel or Jen, can you drop the free pass link in my YouTube chat? Oh, I have to get up again because I'm about out of batteries for my computer.
Sorry, guys. I'll just keep talking about all access pass bonuses. So John with How to Craft Fair is giving us giving all access pass people his craft market cheat sheets. Brittany Wolf is giving a SKU inventory template. Again, she is a master at this wholesale thing, so her inventory template is really good. Next is Ashley Stilson, and she is giving away her Laser Buddy Creative Sidekick for laser engraving, and that's a $29 value.
And then we have sorry, I just realized I was about to just disappear on everybody. Then Naomi has a workbook, how she took her garage to her studio, so that is an expansion of her class.
And then Bet has her paper flower collection. So if you're into making paper flowers, she is giving that away with the all access pass.
And then we have, this is another expansion of her class. Gloria is talking more about how to get featured in gift guides.
And Shanita, class favorite, is giving us her small business marketing guide with the all access pass.
And then Beth, who likes to talk about the story behind your business, she's giving you a story prompt guide. So this is will help you write your story.
And then Mary Beth Temple is giving her Get Started with YouTube Shopping, the checklist that goes along with her class. That would be for the all access pass only.
And then if you do sublimation, Amy Pelsner is giving $45 worth of sublimation designs, which is awesome.
And then Holly Homer is giving her Stop Avoiding Pinterest for Your Business class. When I say stop avoiding Pinterest for your business, you definitely should. So give it a try. And Holly will definitely be a huge help with that all access pass.
Definitely. So you get all of that for $39. $39.
So let's see. We did add up. Let's see. It's more than $500 worth of all access pass bonuses right now for $39. I feel like the ninja transfers alone has me like, please, please, please get for $39 all access pass and get that UV DTF and DTF transfers. I think you'll be very happy.
Daniel asked us, because people are asking questions about heat presses, he asked us to talk about heat press roadmap.
Sure.
So
Do we want to draw an all access pass winner just in case people need to go?
holy heck, yes. At some
Yes.
point I have to go. I have an appointment this afternoon, but we've got time.
Okay, I'm randomly picking someone unless Jen, have you randomly picked someone? Oh, I think she did. Okay. I would need to find. There we go. I'm going to pick a random comment by this person because she just gave me the name. But she said Faith wins the all access pass. So Faith, if you went to email help@craftingforprofitcamp.com, tell them you won the all access pass during the live kickoff. They will set you up. If you've already purchased your all access pass, we will give you your money back. If you haven't, they will set you up with the all access pass for free. So Faith, you are our winner.
Okay, I have seen Faith's name come up a bunch, so good job. Welcome to camp. So let's talk about heat press roadmap, which is just something else that Angie and I have that we're also offering a special deal on for camp. So if you are trying to buy a heat press, Angie and I have a lot of heat presses, and so we made a class about it. How many heat presses do you think we cover in there now? Does it say?
Let me look. Let's see. Okay, we have 26 heat presses.
26 heat presses. So basically in heat press roadmap, we go through all 26 heat presses that we own and have used and help you figure out which one the best one is to buy. So if you're like, I need a heat press roadmap is really easy to find. It's at heatpressroadmap.com.
Yes.
And it will forward to our sales page. Crystal is putting the link there. I think that's probably on my channel. It's a great, fun little class. We make a project with every single heat press just to kind of show how to use it, how it goes. And then we talk a little bit about what our favorites are and what we would recommend. And so if you're like, I have no idea what to buy, this is a really great class.
Okay, the comments are coming fast and furious. So if you asked a question about camp and we did not get to it, please ask it again. Cori, do you want to talk about like the 1 year and I will scroll backwards?
Sure.
So we can cover that real quick.
So we cover this every time, why we don't offer lifetime access to our classes. And that is because, one, we don't have a good definition of lifetime. Is that my lifetime, Angie's lifetime, your lifetime, the class's lifetime? What does lifetime mean? The second is that we want some urgency for you to actually go through and take the classes. If you have something that just lasts forever, the odds that you're going to actually take it go down. And that's because you're like, I can just take it tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow. I can do it next year. I can do it whenever. But if you're like, I only have a year to do this, you're going to do it. And so those are kind of our two biggest reasons. We also pay a lot for Teachable and for all of the things that we use for our email list, for all of these things that we use for camp. And we don't want to necessarily say we're going to give this to you forever when we would have to keep paying for Teachable forever. Thousands of dollars, guys. So it's kind of a mixture of things. Sometimes we're like, hey, we're giving you a whole extra year on this, or you get 3 more months or something like that. But really, it's just to get you guys to actually use the class. So I know other people offer a lifetime, but we do have our reasoning on why we don't.
Okay, so scrolling back through, lots of questions on like DTF, UV DTF. What is it? Friday, we have a live all about that. We'll have it here on YouTube. We will be using UV DTF and DTF, the transfers Cori showed. We will be using them on a ton of projects. So you can join us for the live, catch that replay. It will be in camp, so you can access that as well.
Yeah.
And then someone asked, how many times a year is this camp held? Crafting for Profit Camp is only once a year. So this will not be until next fall sometime. So if you are thinking about starting or growing your handmade business, now is the time to get started with Crafting for Profit Camp, because this won't be around again until next year. We do sell the all access pass year round, but it gets pricey once camp is over.
Tammy mentioned she's not seeing anyone there by the name of Faith. It's probably on Angie's channel, not my channel.
Yeah, the comments are together. Sorry. So and it just said Faith. There was nothing else that I could see.
Yeah, we've seen her in here, so we know she's in here. The program that we're using to film this aggregates my comments and Angie's comments together, so we can see everybody's comments, but Angie can only comment on her channel, which is why I'm always like, Crystal, comment on my channel.
Yes.
Darla asked, are you covering how to get a business license? We do talk about it in our 10 things you don't want to think about class. The biggest problem is it is different from locality to locality. And so we can't say this is exactly how you do it. This is where we talk about getting in contact with your local small business administration, your chamber of commerce, a small business group on Facebook in your community, because it's confusing for every single thing. And we literally could not cover all of them because it literally is different county to county, city to city, state to state.
Yeah.
Right. Ooh, John asked, who do we contact if we want to be a sponsor? You can go ahead and email us at help@craftingforprofitcamp.com.
Yeah.
And Susan can get that email to us.
Yeah, she'll just forward that on.
John, I feel like you asked another question that we didn't answer, or maybe we answered it. Now that I see your name again, I'm like, oh, he had a good question.
I tried to scroll back, and okay, so we'll wrap this up by talking about our podcast. And if you have any more questions, we will jump on those at the end.
Yep.
So if you want to learn more about growing your handmade business year round, so camp is only once a year, but year round we do have Crafting for Profit Live, which is our podcast. So you can head to craftingforprofitlive.com. You can binge tons of previous episodes. It is on YouTube every other week on both of our channels. It's on every podcasting platform that I think we could find. So you can, just binge all the episodes. We have episodes on tons of different topics. Yeah. The goal with camp is to sort of immerse you and have a bunch of information at once and really detailed information. And then we take that and do our podcast schedule for the year and do segments of those topics throughout the year, kind of to keep you motivated. Make sure that you're using that camp information all year long. And so the podcast is like a motivation to do that.
And we do a live premiere of our podcast. So if you want to ask questions about the podcast episode, we are live in the chat. And we actually have one going live tomorrow, which is about,
it's about TV and media appearances.
TV and media appearances, that's right. So if you're interested in doing TV and media appearances, even if you're not, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern time, which is the time we tend to do things, you can go to one of our 2 channels and watch the video premiere live and chat with us in the comments.
And the podcast is always free. So tons of information out there. So we're on our second year. In December, it will be 2 years. So we are on our second year of the podcast every other week. So tons of information out there for you to binge.
And every time I'm like, well, we'll see how this topic goes. I'm like, that was the best episode ever.
Yeah. So Amanda, you can access the podcast at craftingforprofitlive.com. It's also on both of our YouTube channels every other week, or literally if you have a podcast platform you like, just search Crafting
Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Audible. Yeah. It's on Audible. It's on.
So just search Crafting for Profit, any of those, and it will pop up and you're good to go.
Yeah. And each episode generally is about an hour long. So it's a lot of information. Angie and I know how to talk for an hour. That's what we've determined after doing this.
We can only do videos for an hour. That's
it's almost an hour now, and we're just about to the end. Does anybody have any more questions? Have we covered everything? Do we think the all access pass is a good value? We want to make sure we're giving a good value while still being able to because we pay our teachers. And so it's one of those things where we want to, charge you less, but we also want to make sure that our teachers are being taken care of, that, that we're being able to cover all of our costs. We try to get it as low as we can, so that you guys can really enjoy it.
Yeah, we covered classes, speakers, giveaways, all access pass. I mean, I feel like we got it. So if you have issues, questions during camp, the best way is going to be to email help@craftingforprofitcamp.com. You can also join the Facebook group and you can ask technical questions, definitely it's going to be best to email. But if you have questions about a class or you just want some business advice, Facebook group is probably where we're going to be most active over the next few days. So if you want to join that Facebook group, that would be great. Otherwise, if you have questions, you can definitely reach out to either of us on social media. You can email that help desk, but that's going to be a little slower getting answers for those non-technical questions.
And I did want to point out that we do have our Facebook group. It's the same Facebook group and it's open all year. If you don't have Facebook, the only thing you're missing out is the Facebook group.
Yeah,
We don't ever put anything in there that is not in Teachable. You will access everything in Teachable. It's just a community. So if you're like, I don't want Facebook, more power to you. You don't have to worry about it missing anything there.
So someone said, you two are good sales ladies, just got an all access pass. But at the beginning, there was someone that said, convince me to get an all access pass. So we were doing what we were asked to do.
We did it.
So we did mention Printing United earlier, and there was several comments. People said that they were thinking about going or that they were going. So the best way to keep up with us when we're at Printing United is probably going to be on social. So my Instagram, Angie Holden Makes, the Crafting Camps Instagram.
Yeah, probably the Crafting Camps Instagram, and we can have Jen keep an eye on that. So that's at Crafting Camps.
Yeah.
And that's like basically all of what we do. So for those of you who are new to us, this is not our only camp. We will also we just had Sublimation Camp, which also included DTF and white toner. So it's basically a printing crafting camp. We did Craft Organization Camp at the beginning of this year. We also have kits and campfires and roadmaps, and Angie and I just really like working together. So we do a
secret project that is yet to be revealed. So there's something
a secret project that's coming right after camp, which is very exciting.
But if you want to keep an eye on Instagram, and then we will send an email out because we'll probably say a date and a time that we're going to be a certain place at Printing United, and that way if you're going to be there, that you can come do a meet and greet chat. Go ahead.
Printing United is basically the biggest printing trade show. So all the new technology, all of the big printer companies. I mean, and it's bigger than just printing. So it could also be there's giant machines that fold paper and stuff in envelopes, basically anything that has to do with that kind of stuff. This year it's in Orlando. We went last year in Vegas. It was one of the best things we've ever attended for what we do. So we're going to be doing that. And then and then it looks like somebody asked, is there a coupon code for AAP? We do not have any coupon codes for AAP. Sometimes we'll offer one after camp, but it's still not giving you nearly as much as the early bird pass right now. So the early bird pass is $39. That's the cheapest this is going to be. Our early bird pass or our coupon codes later are probably going to get it down to $69. It's still going to be pretty expensive. So.
And we will do a podcast episode after Printing United where we talk about things we saw, our opinions, trends we're seeing, different things like that. So if you tune into the podcast, then you can see that as well. And we did do a crafting holiday event last year. It was actually Crafting for Profit Camp, but just as holiday edition. We were trying to move the dates. And so we put in a little holiday event for everyone just so we could kind of move the date.
Yeah, we were moving it from January to October.
Yeah.
And we were we didn't want to go nearly 2 years without a camp. So we had it a little holiday one.
Yeah. So it was just a smaller little Crafting for Profit holiday, just really quickly.
Yeah.
So yes, we will be in Orlando later this month at Printing United. So stay tuned to the email. We will definitely share on our email about that information once we figure that out. We have to wait till after camp before we can plan all those things.
I mean, we keep thinking we should probably talk about going to Florida, and we're we can't yet.
No, there's too much brain on this, so we have to wait till after camp, and then we'll plan all that. I promise.
Yeah.
All right. So any questions, feel free to drop those in the comment section when we're not live, and feel free to reach out if you have any issues at all, and welcome to camp.
Yeah, we are so excited to get started tomorrow. Yeah. Thanks for joining us today. We appreciate it, guys.